So shout out to Tara. She's the month. So all the Tara Yummy haters can really kick rocks. So sick.
Right now, Brooke Shields and her mother are involved in a bitter lawsuit trying to block the distribution of photos taken of Brooke when she was just 9 years old.
Holly claims that Hugh tried to buy her with his will. In one of her books, that Hugh threatened her because she was wearing red lipstick. He warned her in a low voice and turned toward the door. He told Holly, "You look old, hard, and cheap."
Hefner found himself in hot water early in his publishing career in 1958, when published a centerfold of a 16-year-old girl. Hefner faced charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, but the case was dismissed after he produced a written permission from her mother.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I do ram content on my channel whenever I can. So I debated on making this video because I'm hoping people don't take it that this is a hate video or anything like that, when mainly my intent with this video is to come from a place of concern as well as a bit of criticism. So some of you guys may have heard about the recent Tara Yummy collab. For those of you guys who don't know, she has recently collabed with the Bunnies. So I wanted to give my opinion on this, talk about it, especially the history of the company and everything like that. So first off, please don't send any hate to anybody mentioned this video. Purpose of this video is to give my opinion, talk about what's going on, and hopefully hear from you guys as well, and have a nice discussion in the comments. And number two, I will be referring to the company as either the company, the Bunnies, etc. I'm not going to use the exact name of the company because I'm afraid of YouTube coming after me. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So recently, I think it was announced last week, Tara Yummy has been announced to be collaborating with the Bunnies, that she's the bunny of the month, etc. And a lot of people look at this as very on brand for Tara because, Y2K, 2000s, this was a very big staple in those eras. However, this company in particular has been deemed very controversial for reasons I'm about to get into. So for a rundown, this is basically the company. So founded in 1953 by Hugh Hefner, the company was started on the premise of promoting women's liberation, their bodies, etc. So it went from something that was deemed a little positive to, the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. It eventually kind of escalated into something darker. So after Hefner's death in 2017, documentaries and statements by many ex-bunnies came forward, exposing the company for the way the women were treated. One of those statements was from the first issue's model, which was Marilyn Monroe, who Hefner had bought the rights to old photos that she had took prior to being a star, and he made a profit from them. So he had made $500, I believe, from the profit from her being the model, while when Marilyn had posed for these photos, she had made $50, and this was with a unknown photographer at the time. Marilyn has claimed that she never saw a dime and did not choose to be a part of that, stating that she had to buy a copy of the magazine in order to see herself in it. Other people, such as actress Brooke Shields, who she posed for the magazine when she was 10 years old, and I don't even know how the company thought that was okay, but whatever, I guess. So her mother had consented to her taking the photos, saying it was okay and whatever. And when she, at 17, wanted the access to the photos and to get the rights back for the photos, she was denied because her mother had consented for the photos to be taken. So other women have stated that they were taken advantage, and overall, I guess, some members of Hefner's group. And overall, the company has just a very dark history and a very controversial setting around it. It's honestly just a very controversial brand. So a lot of people found concern with this collaboration, with many people saying, hey, if you claim to be a girl's girl, why are you working with a brand that has historically harmed women? Of course, things change and whatever, and maybe things have changed after Hefner's death. The thing is, like mentioned, a lot of women were harmed in this. And I guess, reading the caption, the quote that apparently was said by Tara Yummy, the caption is kind of a little off-putting given what has come out about the brand. So this is what the caption reads. This shoot reminded me of all the strong women who have worn a bunny suit before me. The fact that I get to follow in the footsteps of these iconic women who have inspired and uplifted girls around the world is incredible. As someone who loves the early 2000s and pop culture, this is a dream come true. Now, of course, it is an ad campaign, so they have to make it sound positive and everything. But I guess because of all the harm it has done to a lot of young women as well, I guess this just rubs me the wrong way, kind of. And I feel like, personally, there could have been any other brand for her to work with. I think a perfect brand would have been Juicy Couture. Like, if you ask me, that would have been the perfect brand for her to work with, given the fact that she wears the tracksuits and whatever. And I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't think Juicy Couture has any controversy around it as bad as this company. So I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments. Another video that had came up on my For You page was Jake talking about Tara being a bunny and saying, like, to all you haters, Tara is the bunny of the month, so you all can suck it. Basically stuff like that, right?
Shout out to Tara. She's the play of the month. She's the play of the month. So all the Tarayami haters can really kick rocks.
I think it was more concern because this is a brand that, like mentioned, has historically harmed women. So I don't know, out of all the brands she could have worked with, I can see why people are kind of like, hey, why are you working with this brand? So I don't know, I hate when people disregard constructive criticism and just criticism in general as hate. Like, obviously, I don't think this one was hate. I think it was just straight up criticism, like, hey, like, a lot of women were harmed and you're working with this company, you know what I mean? And don't even get me started about the Jake buying Tara a car. Like, y'all can think what you want about that. Personally, I also think it was weird that he mentioned the bunny campaign and stuff, as well as like the car thing. I thought that was weird also, especially because he's seen someone. But to go back to that, I do strongly believe that she should not be getting harassed or stalked or anything. That's terrible, and I hope everything like that stops. But apparently her license plate said T Yummy. So, like, for example, if I was famous and if I had my license, which, by the way, you won't be catching me on the street because I don't have my license. But if hypothetically you were to catch me on the road with a license plate that says Lauren G on it, like, I feel like that would be putting my safety at risk. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't condone that she's getting stalked and harassed and stuff and people are following her. I think that's terrible. But change your license plate. Like, this is more of a safety thing. And I think this goes for, like, any woman. And it's sad. We live in a world where, you know, we have to be cautious of things like that. But if you're famous and stuff, don't put your license plate, don't make your name your license plate. Or don't put anything that, like, can give it away that that's you. You know what I mean?
Seeing Jake Weber buy Tara Yummy a new car and her being like, oh my god, thank you, I can finally feel safe and again, like, driving around the city and everything. And then also seeing, if you follow Lydia Hickman on TikTok, she recently got her car wrapped in pink and she has been complaining about, like, the same thing that Tara Yummy has been complaining about. It really just makes me sad for, like, all the girlies who, like, grow up and when they get money, they finally, like, they buy something that, like, accentuates, like, pretty much, like, trademarks, like, their, like, girly pop life. Like, not trademarks, but, like, just, like, you know, like, it's something that they always dreamed about when they were a kid. But for some reason, like, for us girls, like, I just feel like nothing, like, ever comes without a price. And, like, I've seen so many people now say that having a pink car has made them feel so unsafe driving on the road, and just, like, doing everything has made them feel like there's always eyes on them. There's always people, like, coming up to them. And then, like, imagine being, like, an influencer and, like, a public figure too, that compounds the issue even worse. Like, that is actually crazy. And it's so sad. Like, why is it so hard for women just to do girly things? And, like, obviously that's, like, a generalization, but, like, you know?
So, like mentioned, I don't condone what has been happening to her and stuff. I just hope she changes the license plate because I feel like that is putting her in more harm. I guess another thing I found when doing, like, research on this was that it's not just Tara, but Danielle Kahn is apparently also a bunny. And this is more concerning given the fact that Danielle has had controversy regarding her age. And, like, I know this is off topic because we're talking about Tara, but what I find so concerning is that this brand decided to pick up a girl that they know has had controversy with her age, and they made her into a bunny. Because Danielle, a lot of people say, like, oh, Danielle was born in March 2004, making her 20, so she'd be a couple months older than me. But her dad came out, like, couple years ago with the birth certificate stating that Danielle was born in 2006, making her just turned 18 in March. And apparently she signed with the company back in June or May, I think it was June. But that's also concerning given the fact that, like, you know, this girl has had controversy with her age and you signed her. You know what I mean? Like mentioned, this is not a hate video on Tara or anything. It's more of a question of, out of all the brands you could have signed with that were Y2K, early 2000s inspired, whatever, you signed with this brand. And I guess learning about the Danielle Kahn thing also just makes me feel a little uneasy, only because there has been so much controversy about her age as well. And that's also so weird to think about. But I don't know. That's just my opinion on all of this. I also do want to preface, because somebody had brought this up to me as well, like that Tara's out here speaking, like, you know, about Palestine, this and that, and is working with brands that are not donating to Palestine and stuff, which that's another thing also to talk about. Like, she had made a video because someone had called her out saying that she, like, hey, can you speak out about Palestine, this and that she had never responded. And then Tara made like a whole clapback video that kind of came across as very like attacking the person. And she was saying that like she's like donating money and whatever, which is good, right? But then her ad campaign with Marc Jacobs comes out, and Marc Jacobs, if you don't know, is on the list of companies that donates to Israel. So it was kind of like a little, hey, like, if you claim to be supporting Palestine, why are you donating to Israel? And yeah, like, I agree with that. It was kind of like a little, hey, like, you're being a hypocrite type thing. And of course, this is a whole different topic, but I did want to bring it up, and I did also want to spread awareness. And of course, no matter where you guys stand, I do believe that, you know, all this should stop. Everything going on in Palestine should stop. There should be a ceasefire, etc. I do believe that also is my duty, even as a small creator, to speak up about it. So I did want to bring that up, like, very briefly. But overall, yeah, this was just my opinion on this whole thing. I swear it is not hate. Like I mentioned, she looked pretty in the ad campaign, but I do feel like there could have been a whole different brand she could have worked with, in my opinion. And I hope people don't say like, oh, you're just hating her because she's confident, this and that. That's not what this is. It's a criticism critique video. It is not hate. You can like your faves and call them out also. Like, I don't know why we don't do that. And I stress this in every video, but anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on my channel. Like mentioned, this is coming with a lot of concern, more or less, especially like mention how the company operates and everything. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye, guys.